I want to thank the senator from New Hampshire, as between now and the next couple of weeks is by far the most popular senator in the United States Senate with Republicans. So we're very grateful for her leadership until the day after the primary. I'm happy to be joined by my colleagues, and just to add, we need to understand the genesis of all this. And that was a president who came to the presidency with the delusion that somehow there would be a new relationship with Iran, there would be Nixon to China, and when the people of Iran rose up and chanted, "Obama, Obama, are you with us or are you with them?" they were met with deafening silence. And on the internet, we watched a young woman named Netta bleed to death in the square in Tehran as a result of the manifestation of the brutal crackdown on a legitimate protest by the Iranian people. And since then, this president and this Secretary of State have pandered to the Iranians. No matter what they have done, no matter what offense they have committed, they have steadfastly pursued this illusion and mirage in the deserts of the Middle East. And now the Iranians are in control of Yemen, Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, and they continue to prop up Bashar Assad in Syria and his slaughter of 250,000 Syrians and driving the refugee crisis. We all sympathize with the Europeans as they confront the refugee crisis. The refugee crisis was bred by Bashar Assad, who is in power today because the President of the United States would not act in a variety of ways, including when they crossed the red line. And I won't go through all of the latest offenses and poking us in the eye activities of the Iranians, except to talk for a minute about the part of their latest action, which I find personally offensive, and that is the humiliation of American servicemen and women on the deck of their ship, forcing them to kneel with their hands clasped behind their necks, and gross violation of all international law. Gross violation. International law specifically says all vessels, including Navy warships, enjoy the right under international law to conduct innocent passage in the territorial seas of another coastal nation. So while they're humiliating American sailors and broadcasting it throughout the Middle East, our Secretary of State is thanking them. Is thanking them for releasing them the next day. Our vice president, who should know better, is saying, well, this is standard nautical procedure. It's not. It's a gross violation of law. It's a humiliation. Our servicemen and women deserve better than this kind of leadership that does nothing in response to forcing them to kneel under the weapon of some two-bit Iranian Revolutionary Guard. So we've come a long way down. We've come a long way down. And the only thing that the President that needs to be done is the United States to act and act effectively. And I respectfully and unfortunately disagree with Senator Ayot's last comment that it's time for the administration to do something. They won't do anything. They won't do a damn thing. And we will have to try to act as a Congress and pick the next President of the United States who will stand up and try to restore some kind of international standing and prestige, and not stand by and applaud Iranian activities as they humiliate those brave men and women who have volunteered to serve this nation in uniform.